Wow, morning YouTube. So this is Saturday morning about 8:30 at the 100 Prepper Campout. I went really sort of kind of basic last night. Don't know whether you can see just behind me that little kind of hooped bivvy is my setup. I was so going to put that in the Raffle, but for some reason it didn't make it in. It's a Gore-Tex hoop bivvy, just big enough for me, and it is perfect. It weighs absolutely nothing. The sleeping bag does touch the tent, but it's absolutely 100% dry on the inside. Like I say, rolls up to next to nothing, and I'm really impressed with it. All I've done is just sort of hung my Bergen on the tree there, and that's my little setup. Friday about 30 people are already kind of in the woods. Some people came from up north, down south. They had kind of big journeys, and it really didn't merit sort of coming all this way for one sort of overnighter. So people decided to come and stay the Friday night, booked up with the farm, and so they're making a bit of a weekend of it. So anyway, there's 30 people already in the woods, and I'll take you to the main field where there are some very big setups. You know, there's people with sort of 12 by 12s almost, you know, really big tents, brought the family, a few camper vans, and yesterday when I arrived about 4 o'clock there were about 20 or 30 people there. So already, before the event even started, so to speak, we've got about 60 people here. I think in total they sold about 150 tickets to the event. What I'll be doing today is kind of whizzing you around and introducing you to people and looking at all the different types of systems, trying to get people's stories as to where they've come from and why, and that'll be our little kind of camp out. There is no sort of set agenda, so you know, people are really kind of you know, taking it or leaving it as they see fit. We're just about to get a brew on, make a bit of breakfast, and I'll share that with you. Okay, and one of the busiest pieces of woodland in the south of England, breakfast is served. I'm doing the rounds at the 100 Prepper Campout, and there's a kind of central field that quite a lot of people are kind of camped in, and then there are quite a few people in the woods with camped out with me and Funky. Lone Wolf's down there, Wild Soul 62, and Pete Mime Wiseman, aka Maverick Outdoors. He's kind of camped in the woods. I'm trying to get round and sort of say, you know, hello and thanks for coming to everybody, and if anybody needs a bit of help bringing their kit sort of from the car park into the woods or whatever, we're trying to ferry people and their equipment backwards and forwards and just kind of make life a little bit easier for people. Wow, so been a bit busy, a bit distracted, meeting people, saying hello. If you were one of those, thank you very much for coming up and chewing the cud. Filming the meal kind of got away from me, but in truth Lone Wolf and Funky did most of the work, and let me just share that with you and show you kind of what that looks like. So there's our kind of beautiful stew that's been going for a couple of hours on the kind of embers of the fire, and now it's time to just sit down and enjoy it. So Mr. Funky Prepper, Lone Wolf with a beer in his hand, of course, and Wild Soul 62 is after a martini, if anyone's got one out there. Yeah. And he's a new member of the team. He's very much kind of no publicity, and this is his little cameo. So, okay, so
There's the beautiful dinner. And as stew goes, it's been on a good few hours and it is lush. You know.
It should be, yeah. When did we put it on then? It was fun.
Oh, Dave got some bread from the farm shop. I made a couple of little dumplings, and the world is a beautiful place. I'm going to have some more of this, and I'll pop back later and give you a little bit more of this beautiful weekend. Back soon. So that's the evening meal underway. As soon as I've done this, I'm heading up to the main kind of field where I'm hoping to draw this raffle and give someone the good news that they've kind of won the prize. But here's something you might appreciate.
Look at this. Man of the woods. It's a woods man.
Whenever there's food about, this chap is never far away. Mr. Mind Wiseman himself.
Just eat it out the
Pete, there's just about enough left for Pete.
Brilliant, well done. Come and stand here if you want. What's your name? Brooke. My name's Brooke. Nice to meet you. We have a secret handshake. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right, there are two confessions that I have to make. One is that there are 101 people in a raffle. Right? I sat watching my computer till 1 o'clock in the morning and I had sold 97 tickets. And I sat there till 1 o'clock in the morning thinking, I'll just wait till the last 3 tickets get sold. And I went to bed. When I woke up in the morning, there were 101 tickets that were sold. And a couple of those people didn't give me an email address, so I couldn't get back to them to say, I'm sorry, but you know, you're out of the raffle. So I've left that extra ticket in. And the other confession I have to make is that your prize is in the boot of my wife's car. But she will be back for breakfast in the morning. So I can't give it to you right now, but I can give you the beautiful Jacklaw. This was the first Jacklaw I ever got a few quid together and bought off of Sandy. I sent it back to him. He has reconditioned it for me. It's the one with my name on it, and it's beautiful. So I can give you this kind of right now. Brooke is going to pick us a number in here. 100 bits of paper. What I want you to do is pick out one number and tell us what it is.
79.
Number 79. Oh.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so if anyone has number 79, that's brilliant. If you don't, I will tell you who you are. Okay, number 79 is Jamie Wallace. And you are the winner of the prize in total. So if you're not here today, I'll get it in the post for you.
Nice one, Jamie.
And that's it. Thank you very much. One winner, great prize. Thank you very much for entering the raffle. And from myself and from Funky, you know, thanks very much for coming. I mean, they sold 127 tickets. A few extra people turned up on the day. There's been about 150 people here. No one more surprised than myself. Thanks for coming. I've had a whale of a time.
Let me give a clap for Roach in.
Cheers, many more. Cheers. Can I get you a little prize? Yeah. This is the smallest t-shirt I've got.
High five.
Here's me little leg poacher. Don't know how many PMs I had saying where can I get one of those. Picked this one up at a jumble sale. It was about £1, I think. Gonna have a couple of poached eggs, a bit of toast, a cup of tea before everybody else gets up. Morning YouTube. Service. Cheers people. I've just kind of walked to the edge of the woodland. Most people are still asleep, it's kind of early doors Sunday morning. But just looking out of the wood, this is the kind of beautiful sort of idyllic picture that you get from beautiful English countryside. Kind of cows grazing. Geese have been a bit of a pain since about 5 o'clock this morning, but at the end of the day, this is their home, not mine. I'm just going to sit myself down with a cup of coffee, give you my thoughts on the camp so far. Well, the 100 Prepper Campout. I think we had about 30 people turned up in the main field. We had about the same amount of people in the woods, and that was Friday evening. So it was pretty well attended from the off. Really, we had 127 tickets that were sold direct through the farm, and then we had people turning up on the day. So I think total attendance was about 150 people, and for an event that had no promotion and no advertising whatsoever really, I was kind of blown away by it. We've had people that come down from Manchester, up from Somerset, you know, people have travelled over 300 miles to get to the event, and on that basis they've camped. They've wild camped sort of Friday and Saturday night, so they've made a bit of a weekend of it. There's a chap here who booked Friday, Saturday, Sunday and Monday night, and he's going home on Tuesday morning. The farm management have been absolutely brilliant. They've accommodated us and pretty much left us to our own devices. Obviously the kind of bushcraft community are of an age where they're quite responsible. And I have thoroughly enjoyed it. It's an opportunity to meet Funky Prepper again, Wild Soul 62, Lone Wolf, and an opportunity to make new friends and new acquaintances that I haven't seen in a long time. So from that point of view, it's been absolutely brilliant. I really just wanted to see whether there was a market for it. You know, whether people would travel to come here. I think it's a brilliant venue. It's in Hertfordshire, so obviously people can come up from the south, down from the north, and it just goes to show you that it would be pretty much
well attended. All that remains really for us to do is to you know, get up, have a bit of breakfast, sort ourselves out, and kind of prepare to leave. Most people will be leaving between midday and 4 o'clock, and to try to kind of adopt a leave no trace, so you know, taking all our rubbish home with us, and covering up the kind of fire pits and any sign that would be left by 60 people camping in the woods. I'd like to give a big thank you to Funky Prepper. He's kind of helped massively organising it, so hats off to you, Darren, and thank you very much. A sort of heartfelt from me, you know, thank you to everybody that attended. I've really enjoyed rubbing along with people. We drew the raffle, and I'll be notifying the winner just to see what they want to do with the prize, but rest assured I'll be getting that in the post over the next couple of days. Big thank you to Sandy at Jacklaw for reconditioning the Jacklaw that I put in the prize. It was kind of absolutely beautiful, and as I thought, it was practically kind of as new. But I've had an absolutely brilliant time. My wife and my girls came up yesterday, and they're coming back for breakfast this morning. So the girls didn't camp in the woods, but they've been here for a fair percentage of the time. I have busied myself being a host, so kind of apologies if there's not an awful lot of footage of what went on. I was a bit engrossed in just making sure everybody else was you know, comfortable and having a good time. So if there isn't enough filming for the people that like to know what's going on, I can only apologise. So the thing that remains to do is to kind of strike down the camp, get the trailer hitched up, get stuck into wiping out all of the sign that we were ever here in the first place, and then heading home for, in my case, kind of Sunday dinner with the family. But I got up to just do this little piece of camera early. This is more what I'm used to, and this is what I enjoy. I feel now that I'm kind of one of 2 or 3 people up and about, and I feel like I've got my little bit of woodland back to myself. So a last kind of big thank you to everybody that made the effort to attend. As always, any comments? Love to hear them. Back soon.